Hey there, Leo, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot for your monthly reading. This is going to be a reading for the month of October, and we're going to take a look at past, present, and near future energies. Also, Leo, if this reading resonates, clarity. If this reading resonates and you'd like to book a personal reading, all the information about how to do that is in the description box below. And of course, if you enjoy what I do, please consider buying me a cup of coffee. Donation link is below, and any and every amount is greatly appreciated. Also, all the decks are linked in the description box below that I use. Okay, wow, you're going to have a great month. Yeah, it seems like a pretty good month. You're showing up two things. This card, the Ace of Swords, flew out of the deck as I was shuffling, and then the main energy for your reading this month is the Strength, which is you. You are showing up in your power, confident, dominant, assertive, really embodying the true Leo. So I love seeing this. In the recent past, you get the Ace of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. Here's the thing, Leo. There's a lot of clarity here. There's a lot of clarity happening for you surrounding why something or someone hurt you so much. Now, set aside the fact that like this person did hurt you. They did, I don't know, betray your trust, break up with you. I don't know what this is, right? Whoever you're with or the person you're thinking of, they did hurt you, but that's not what this is about. This is about more so you gaining internal clarity for yourself in the recent past about why this hit so hard, why this person, why what they did or the way they're acting or what they said hurt so much. It hits something within you. And in the recent past, you're gaining a lot of clarity about that. So for example, if you have a lot of difficulty trusting people, maybe this person did something to make you question if you can trust them. However, it's not that. These issues that you have surrounding trust, they come from someplace else, whether it's past relationships, whether it's childhood, I don't know where it is, but that's just an example, okay? You're going really deep here in the recent past. In the current situation, you get the King of Pentacles, the Sun, and the Five of Wands. Some of you may be dealing with an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, or somebody that just embodies those very stubborn, very rigid characteristics. And there's a conflict. This is you, this is your person, and there's conflict. And we're going to see what this conflict is about. In the near future, you get the Three of Wands, Two of Cups, and the Lovers. This is a soul connection you're dealing with. It's not just love here in the 3D world between you and your person. This is higher self-love. This is a divine connection. This is a soul connection. And I feel like you're aware of this, right? What you and this person have is not just here in the 3D world. It goes deeper than that. But in the near future, you're showing me I'm waiting. I'm waiting for us to get back to this point. So whatever conflict you seem to be experiencing in the current situation, it doesn't seem like it's fully resolved in the near future. It's somewhat resolved, right? But you're waiting for it to fully get resolved so you guys can get back to this place of being the lovey-dovey lovebirds that you guys are. So let's see. Let's clarify the Strength, which is the main energy for your reading this month. Strength is clarified by the Ten of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and the Two of Wands. You're waiting for happiness. You're waiting for happiness. You're showing me, I don't know when I'm going to be happy again. Now, I don't know why you're dumping all this happiness on this other person, right, or on something else, but you're literally kind of frustrated here because you're showing me how much longer am I going to have to wait until I'm happy in this connection again. I don't feel like you're lacking internal happiness. I feel like it's just more so within this connection. Something is really frustrating you, and that's where this lack of happiness shows up for you. And you're showing me, like, nothing's happening, nothing's moving, there's no progress towards this happiness, and happiness is going to be different for each of you. So all you're doing here is just waiting to be happy, waiting for this happiness to show up. But I feel like you're not actually waiting. No, you are, because you're showing me in the near future, there is a lot of waiting. Let's see, let's clarify. This isn't like you, so this could also be your person's energy. Yep, King of Pentacles. In the recent past, for the Ace of Swords, you get the King of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the Wheel of Fortune. And you get the King of Pentacles again in the current situation. This whole, merry-go-round that you're on with this person, right? This isn't the first time. You and this person have been down this road before. So they're very stubborn. They're very strong-headed. They're very set in their ways. And you're essentially showing me them being set in their ways, their energy, their difficult energy to deal with, causing problems. This is not the first time that this has happened. We've been on this road before. So whether they just block you all of a sudden and don't talk to you, whether you're talking to them and it's like dealing with a brick wall, whether it's, and this connection, for some of you, it may be a marriage. For some of you, it's one of those very long-term connections. You're showing me like, I know what's happening. So something happened here in the recent past and you're like, yeah, this isn't new. I know, I've been down this road before. I've been on this merry-go-round before. This is just another, like this has happened before is basically what I'm trying to say. Let's take a look at the Three of Swords in the recent past. Three of Swords is clarified by the Six of Wands, Five of Cups, Knight of Cups. Yeah, you're a little heartbroken here in the recent past because you're showing me, I thought we finally were able to get past this. I thought we were able to move past this. I thought we were over this. I didn't think we'd have to come back to this path again and have history basically repeat itself. Excuse me. So essentially it seems like your person, they came in, they're like, I changed, they offered you love, they expressed themselves, yada, 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 and then here we go again, them pulling the same shit they pulled in the past, and now you're like, oh my gosh, why is history repeating itself? I thought we were over this. I thought we successfully overcame this, and here we go again. But this is in your recent past, so I feel like you're kind of over that at this point. So let's see the Queen of Pentacles in the recent past. Queen of Pentacles is clarified by the the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, and the King of Swords. You're focusing on yourself because once again, you are showing me, okay, maybe this connection is over. Maybe this long-term connection that I'm in is over. Maybe this time it's actually done. You're trying to be logical and practical and really not let your emotions get the better of you. But you do spend a lot of time thinking about this. You do really think like this connection, this person, what's going to happen, how are we going to move forward? This all lives in your head rent free. Okay? But again, Leo, I have to say, you've been down this road before. This is not the first time you broke up. This is not the first time this conflict came up. Like history has been repeating itself more than once with this person. So this is really nothing new to you. But I do understand because you do love this person and you do care for them, there is still a lot of thinking. There is still a lot of, kind of you living in your head thinking about this nonstop. Let's take a look at the King of Pentacles in the current situation. Wow. King of Pentacles in the current situation is clarified by the Death, the Strength, which is you, and the Seven of Wands. You're showing me, and the Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck, you get it again in the same row. When I see repeating cards in my reading, it's essentially the universe kind of reinforcing the message of like, yep, I meant what I said. So essentially what I'm seeing here in the current situation, this person, like I said at the beginning, stubborn energy. They're very cold. They're very detached. They're very set in their ways. They're very like, things have to happen how they want them to happen when they want them to happen, right? Very much like my way or the highway. It caused this ending. Like this ending between the two of you, you're showing me it's because of them, right? Like they're the ones that did this. They're the ones that like, it's that kind of energy that I can't deal with, which caused this ending. Now, I do feel like you're the one that ended things. I don't feel like your person's the one that ended things because you're taking responsibility here for I'm the one that ended it, but it's their actions that brought me to this place. However, Leo, and I'm going to be straight up with you, there's a little bit of a wall here for you where you may not be seeing the role that you played in this. Now, again, I'm not blaming you. There's no blame at all. But what I do see here is a little bit of like them. It's their fault. It's their fault. It's their fault. But what about you? What about you? What they did may have triggered something within you. It may have hit a little sore spot. But, it takes two to tango. You're still the one that chose to walk away. You're still the one that chose to end this, right? And again, I don't feel like this is the first time. So just keep that in mind. So what you're doing is you're like, okay, I ended it. It's because of them. We ended things, their behavior, their actions, them, right? And then you're sitting here waiting. If you ended things and you're so sure that things are over and like, their behavior is impossible to deal with because you've dealt with this in the past. This isn't the first time, right? If you're so sure that things are over and you ended things with them because they're impossible to deal with and they haven't changed, what are you waiting for? Do you get what I'm saying? There's a little bit here of it's their fault, it's their fault, it's their fault. But for some of you, it may be that you chose to end things because you were hoping that at some point it would change them, or it was almost kind of like to push them into changing. But you've done this before and they haven't changed, right? Or this behavior hasn't changed, or this is like a recurring story. So just some behavioral pattern that you may want to take a look at. Let's take a look at the sun in the current situation. Sun is clarified by the Queen of Wands, the Fool, and the Lovers. You get the Lovers again in the near future. You want a new beginning. That's what you're waiting for. So you ended this. You walked away. You're like, they're impossible to deal with, you know, all that. And then you're sitting here waiting. And I'm like, what are you waiting for? Oh, I'm waiting for this person to come back. I'm waiting for us to have a completely brand new beginning, for them to reach out, for them to communicate with me, for them to wipe the slate clean, and for us to get back to this lovey-dovey, beautiful lovers energy that we have. Yeah, it's interesting. I keep getting drawn back to this, like, it could be a pattern. I don't know. This is going to be different for each of you, but you ended things, Leo, and you know, it's because of them. I do see their behavior as damn near impossible to deal with. They are difficult. Like, this person is difficult, but you chose to end things, and then you're sitting here waiting for them to reach out to you and for you guys to start over and wipe the slate clean. It doesn't really make sense. It's almost kind of like you ended things to kind of like get them to chase after you, or as like a way to get them to change and act the way you want them to act. But you're showing me we've been down this road before. So I feel like you've done this before and it hasn't helped. So that's why I'm a little bit confused as to like why we're repeating this pattern, you know? And again, this could also be your person's energy where they're the ones that leave you and then they're waiting for you to reach out. So take it as it resonates. I'm just a little confused about that. So let's take a look at the Five of Wands in the current situation. Five of Wands is clarified by the Seven of Swords, the Three of Wands, which you get again in the near future, and the Chariot. You're just waiting. You're waiting to move past this. You're waiting to have this new beginning. You're waiting for you two to start over, but they're not reaching out. They're not reaching out to resolve this conflict, and you're starting to lose faith, and you're like, uh-oh, what if they don't reach out? What if they moved on? What if they're not interested? What if they don't want to heal this? What if they don't want to fix this? What if this conflict is just going to stay here forever, right? So there's a little bit of you kind of being like, I'm done, I'm not done. I want this, I don't want this. I'm waiting for them to reach out. Screw them, I'm not waiting for them anymore. Lots of back and forth here. But at the end of the day, Leo, I'm going to be honest with you, you're still waiting. You're sitting here waiting for them to reach out. Let's take a look at the near future and see what the Three of Wands is in the near future. Three of Wands is clarified by the World, the Temperance, and the Devil. Some of you may be dealing with a Sag or a Capricorn. Again, Leo, remember how I said that you may have this behavioral pattern of I walked away and then I wait and then I kind of want them to reach out and I want us to fix this, but then they don't change and then I leave them again. This is a pattern and it's been going on for a while. And you're showing me, even in the near future, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for them to reach out. I'm waiting for them to fix this ending. You're the one that walked away. But now you're waiting for them to come in and fix this and heal this and kind of, you know, get past this ending with you. And again, I'm not saying that it's completely your fault, but I feel like you may not realize that you play a big part in why this pattern keeps happening over and over and over again. Maybe this person is who they are and you're just refusing to see it. Maybe, you know, there's something deeper going on here. And again, first I said trust issues at the beginning of this reading. I don't know if that's the case, but it's showing up again. Lack of trust. I don't trust you. I don't believe you, you know. You might want to take a look at where that's coming from and why it's so deep and why, like, even the little things that, you know, little things which may not be perceived as really severe, you take it into this category of, oh my gosh, they're going to leave me, they're cheating on me, they're, you know, whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this reading is going to resonate for everybody. I'm going to say this right now, Leo. Let's take a look at the Two of Cups in the near future. Two of Cups is clarified by the Nine of Swords, Ace of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. You're showing me like, I want this new beginning in love. I want this connection. I want to have a new beginning in love. I want to start over with this person, but you're stressing out in the meantime. There's a lot of anxiety. There's a lot of pain here in the near future. And the way you're dealing with that is by focusing on yourself, which is really good. You're nurturing yourself. You're taking care of yourself. Maybe this is journaling, meditating, anything like that, where you're showing me while I'm waiting for this new beginning in love with this connection, right? Instead of me just freaking out, let me take all that energy and focus it on myself and my needs and my stability and what I want out of this, out of my energy, like in the near future. Let's take a look at the Lovers in the near future. Lovers is clarified by the Nine of Cups, the Empress, and the Five of Wands. Yeah, you're single in the near future. I don't feel like you and your person are back together quite yet, but you're focusing on yourself. You're focusing on your own priorities and your needs, but in the background, anytime you think about this connection, you go into like a little bit of la-la land of like, oh, it would be so nice if we were back to this lovey-dovey state. And it makes you feel really, really good and really emotionally fulfilled because, again, this person is your person, right? You view them as your person. But for some reason, this conflict that you guys are going through this month, it keeps coming up. It keeps happening. It keeps like it's repetitive, you know? So I don't really know what this conflict is about, but I feel like you would know because this isn't the first time that you guys have gone down this path. This isn't the first time you've had this separation, this argument, this whatever it is. Let's take a look at what the universe wants you to keep in mind this month, Leo. From the universe, you get the Hierophant, Two of Wands, Queen of Wands. Yeah, you're just waiting. You're waiting for this connection to come back. You're waiting for stability. You're waiting for this person to essentially come back into your life so that you can feel like that beautiful, radiant, attractive Leo that you know you are. And that's why you're showing me I'm waiting for the happiness, because a big part of your internal happiness is tied up into this connection and into this person. So Leo, pretty intense reading. That's what I have for you. I hope it helped. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. And of course, if you enjoy what I do, please consider buying me a cup of coffee. Donation link is below in the description box, and any and every amount is greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for tuning in, Leo, and I'll see you here on the next one.